Alright guys, here we have the Whirlwind Total Chaos Kit from Pedretti Gaming. This is straight from Italy to my front door. The box weighs approximately 17 pounds and it's 30 by 20 by 5 inches when it comes to the box that it comes in. This is how it arrives at your door. This is how you'll see it. So we're going to open this up and see how it's all packaged up and what all you're going to be getting in this upgrade. So let's get into it. Try. Looks like we've got Alright. So we should be ready to open this thing up now. Here we go. Look at that. More cardboard. Isn't that exciting? All right. Just some cushioning. Installation instructions. So, oh, okay. So, it's nice and color photos to go along with this, to show you how to go about doing the installation for this kit. And you know what? I'm going to follow this to the T to make sure that, you know, anybody could do it just by going by the instructions. I'm not going to try to use what I already know about pinball. I want to see if the regular person that wants to upgrade their machine with little to no knowledge about pinball is going to be able to follow these instructions and accomplish the goal of being able to play this game. So, set that to the side. And let's start with, I guess, this first box right here. So it looks like this is going to be the Whirlwind art blades. Yes. Okay, so looking at these, very nice gloss, highly reflective. It's going to be a pain to unroll these flattened out, but I think it'll be all right. Looking at the art to try to judge how I feel about it. When it comes to the quality of material, can't really judge it just yet, but it looks like your basic material for decals. I would almost tell you guys that you may want to reach out to Brian Allen to figure out what he uses, because the art blade materials that he has is top notch. I don't know if a high gloss for art blades would be the way to go, honestly. Hopefully they're very scratch resistant, this gloss. And here's the other side. And you'll get a better look, of course, when I put it on the game. But yeah, I'll get a better idea how I feel about these whenever I'm actually installing them. I don't know, judging by the material so far, I worry that I'm going to have to really worry about air bubbles, but we shall see. We'll set those to the side over here. And here we have our main unit. Aesthetically, looks great. I'm liking how this looks so far. I'll try to get you guys a little better viewpoint of this. Just gonna kind of go over it right now. Aesthetically, I always like whenever people choose the color black for boards. That's just me. Pen Sound, I've always liked how they've chosen that color for their boards. It just looks more aesthetically pleasing. But it looks like we got the USB right here and a micro USB right here. I'm not a fan of micro USBs. Kind of wish that was a Type-C. I feel like I don't know what kind of connector is going to go in here yet. But if I have to connect to this, I feel like that's going to be a pain to try to get in there. And it being USB micro, that means you have a 50-50 chance of making sure you get it in the right way. And as anybody knows that when you're trying to get a USB like this, it's always going to be 50-50, and we always tend to land 50 on the not correct way first. It's just facts. So I kind of wish this was a USB-C. That way there would be no wrong way to connect it, and I don't know how easy that's going to be able to access. But I don't know yet. We're going to see if it even gets used. For all I know, it doesn't even get used. All right, so that's that. Let's set this to the side. On to the next box. Here we have our XL Pen Sound. Ugh. Let's look at this, shall we? And like I said, when it comes to Pen Sound, they choose the color black as well for their boards. And this looks really nice. And what do they have here? They have USB Type-C connections. Thank you very much, Pen Sound, for that. And of course, their regular USB and an extra USB just in case. Headphone jack. Don't know if we're going to be utilizing those, but if we do, they're Type-C, so that's going to make it a really easier way to connect. Looks like it's depending on which direction it goes in this system. Don't know if it's going to go this way or this way. I'm going to assume this way, but yeah, that looks good. So we'll put this back in the package and move on to the next thing. And here we have, these look like just regular Molex connector cable extensions. For what, I don't know yet. I'm going to assume, since this board is not the same size as your standard very large board for your Williams, then these are going to have to extend current Molex connectors to be able to reach. So there's those. And then we have HDMI and micro USB to USB 2.0, male to male. So we are going to be utilizing that micro USB. Okay, so there's that. And now on to what I believe to be our speaker panel. So this looks like it's going to be the Translight trim that goes all around that. I don't know what this is. I'll show you what it looks like. I mean, don't really know what that is yet. Looks like a reset button right here. What does that say? I don't know. Don't know what this is yet. All right, we're going to set that to the side. And let's open up the speaker panel. Get a look at this to see what kind of quality we're dealing with here. So, it's even got a remote. So, okay, so that's what this is then, if I can pick it up. This is the remote IR sensor. That's what this is. So I'm guessing this is to control the screen display, brighter or, you know, whatever, volume and stuff like that. So, okay. Makes a little bit more sense now. Kind of curious where that hooks up to. And let's look at the back side of this. Yeah. And then we'll turn it over. It's currently got a protective film on it. Looks pretty solid. Curious if this is going to clash with the art currently on there. Well, we'll see. Definitely curious about that. So we'll set this back down in here. And then I believe the last thing we have down here is the Translight. Okay, so it's a solid piece and not like your typical Translight that would just be all flimsy and everything. So I like that. Did they purposefully do this? Put tape right there on that? I guess so. All right. Nothing on this side. Okay, so that tape, okay. I was about to start complaining that they had tape on top of the damn Translight port. But this is a film. There's a protective film over the entire thing. So that's good. So, all right. So what do I think about this art? It definitely is different. Certain things I feel are cohesive with the current art on the game. Other things, not so much. The art style is not matching very well. But I'm going to assume that this is definitely the art style on the display. So there is that. But what we're seeing with this guy and the style of the van is not what we're used to seeing on the actual game itself. But I'm also curious if the artist lined up where the flashers are at, like they do on the regular game. Because on the regular game, they have certain flashers across certain points of the game, and when they flash, they, you know, light up. So I think there's a flasher right about here. So if the flasher flashes right here, that will be nice. So if this matches up with the flashers, that will be a plus. I just don't know how I feel about the art package as of yet. So, with that being said, that is everything inside the kit that you're going to be getting for your Whirlwind 2.0 with Petrati Gaming.